Hello guys, welcome again to my page, and I'm going to focus on the power of heart and the power of the mind. These are the greatest gifts God has given to every one of us. Unfortunately, most of us are highly unconscious about that gift and how to use it. And it is obvious to anyone listening to this that the heart is likened to the soil and the mind is likened to the seed. So when we take a seed and put it in the soil, it will germinate and grow. If we leave the seed without putting it on the ground, hardly it germinates. So the relationship between our heart and our mind, our thinking, our thought is very vital. What is the thing you are thinking? What are your thoughts? So if you come across or carries out a fearful thought or a hateful thought, if you press it hard enough to your heart, it will germinate and build an environment whereby dangers, harm, and something, if it is hard enough, it can lead to what events happening to our life that can separate our body from our spirit, and that is what we call death. So that's why we need to be very conscious. Every single thought, every single word or imagination we carry out, we should pay attention. That's why we need to focus. Otherwise, if we do it consciously or unconsciously, it will manifest. The totality of our thought and our words and our action determines our immediate environment, determine how healthy or how sick we are going to be. So the essence of this is that I am trying to share this because I would say I was highly unconscious when I was growing up without understanding this. And I would say at that moment, it's like my very self was stolen away from myself, thinking that all I need was from outward. But at a point in my life, I'm beginning to realize that the power of the heart and the power of the thought, when well planted together, infuse the power of the thought in the power of the heart, it will germinate for you. That is why you begin to have change of friends, healthy body, healthy lifestyle, more better environment for yourself, better opportunities, high level of discussion, things you will be seeking is going to be all in the welfare of your own self, your family, and the entire world. So when we understand the basis of that, which is the reality of a man, is his thought. What are you thinking? You begin to reflect yourself and your life to see that the totality of what you are or what you are today is the total of your thought and your action and your reading and things you see or you observe, you spend your time or you assimilate. If we understand that and we are matured enough to realize that, then we begin the process of reprogramming ourselves, which is where I am. I am now even deprogramming myself to reprogram myself again. That is the process I'm in. So I'm a work in progress, trying to deprogram myself to enable me program myself in the positive way I want to go, or in the right way I want to go. And again, it's not going to be only in my action. That's why my environment, you are my friends, you are my brothers, you are people of this world who are coming across this video. We begin to also do the same with yourself, because I need my environment to change and it will start with myself. So what I'm telling you now is what is going on in myself, which can go on in you, so that we can succeed to build a better selves and a better family and a better community and a better world in generally. So because we do not know that things don't just happen, we make it happen. Either we are unconscious of it while we are doing it, or we are conscious. So when you are entertaining a hate thought or a negative thought, you do not know that if you hold on to it hard enough, your heart will germinate it. Just like even if we put any seed on the ground will do what? Germinate it, whether it is a grass or whether it is a fruitful tree or seed, it will germinate. So when we come to that realization, now even our prayers, our words we speak begin to change. The choices of our word changes. Now somebody want to pray for long life, and you are thinking, for example, you have somebody who is trying to kill you. You now go in and say, may God destroy my enemies. That word will destroy, even as I have spoken it here, have effect. Not only one way, it's both ways. Now think about when you want to pray, you go to use words like, oh God, refresh and gladden my spirit and purify my heart. Now what is going to happen, this is my own understanding, is that even that your enemy, when these words become a reality in your own life, we also transform that your enemy. As long as we are strong enough in this your utterance and believe it strong enough and infuse it in your heart energy to germinate it, not only you will bear the fruit. Because what happened in this life, like I have always stated, the so-called good people are not so strong enough to overpower the so-bad people, the so-called bad people. Let me give you an instance. An armed robber will go a long way and get a gun, get a mine, don't think about it, to dispossess you, to steal your property. Come in the night, wait the night hour, everybody is sleeping, or the hour that is even deadly, and he come and approach you to dispossess you, and if possible, God forbid, eliminate you and take your property. But have you seen one good man who want to give you a property or a good thing, coming in the dead of the night, brave enough, do everything, and be so strong enough to come in the midnight and say, my dear friend, this is what I offer to you? Many good people do not go to that extent. That's why we see evil, or the so-called evil people, are leading today. Because the good people think that they are just good, and that's the end of it. I'm a good person, I don't steal, I don't. That's life. Life is more than that. That's my thought. So we should be strong enough to even think good thoughts, speak good words, act good deeds before we hope to get a result. Because I have always think, if it is something that just because we are good, one day God will bring these things. What is God waiting for? But you and I are the God through which these things will happen. If we fail to do them, we still have this world we complain. We still face this scarcity we are facing. We still face this sickness that overtaking us. We still see our loved ones die. We still see our own self also die here on earth, because we are not strong enough in good thought, in good words, and in good deeds. Because when you start entertaining good thoughts and speaking good words, the chemistry of your body changes. The body will begin to release the chemistries of good living and living large. When you have negative thought, hatred thought, it will release to you, the chemistry of your body will be releasing a kind of poisonous substance to your cells of your body that gradually kills it. That's why when you sustain them for too long, you are no longer radiating. Sickness can come from any angle. You grab it, and then probably if you are not able to still reverse it, it will separate your soul and your body, and that is why they pronounce you dead. There are things I'm not going into now, what they call radiation and radioactivities, which is also process of death of its own, and what leads to radioactivity, which is a quick death, and what leads to radiation, which is a natural slow death. So maybe some other time we'll deal on it, but let me not keep for this video for too long, because I think I have scored the point. The basis of human life is what his thought. The reality of man is his thought, what you are thinking, especially in relation to your heartbeat, in relation to the energy of the heart. When you go, that's why you are the captain of your own soul. When you are able to control all these things, you'll be able to control your outward world. So till next time, I'm looking forward that we will have more conversation like this. Let me hope that if you have benefited, make a comment on the comment section, subscribe, like it, and share it. See you on the flip side, guy. One love.